Finovate itself, I think, is very different from all other shows and conferences. I think the format is fantastic. The short, sharp 7 minutes to show what you've got live in front of an audience. I think generally the format is very, very good. So what's different this year? I think what we see each year, we see trends pushing. So in financial services, so this year I think what we're going to see is a lot of things like bots, so smart bots and AI, PSD2, which is the new initiative to allow banks to share information. I think that will have a huge impact on financial services over the next 2 years, and I think we'll see some good PSD2 solutions today. Today we're demonstrating version 3 of the EbankIT platform. EbankIT, we're a software provider. Our platform sits on top of core banking systems. So it sits on top of the core and provides an integration layer and middleware and applications, apps, mobile apps, smartphone apps, watch apps, that will allow banks to fully engage with their clients. So today we're showing the latest versions of that, which have bots built into them. So we have smart bots. We have different types of biometric authentication, and we also have, importantly, our PSD2 gateway. So we have the ability to connect into other accounts, get that information and surface it on whatever piece of glass the bank customers want to engage on. So one of the things that EbankIT does is we are known for our innovation. So we have, not only do we build platforms that are rolled out to our customers in over 20 countries, but they also rely on us to help them future-proof their banks. By that, they rely on us to provide the very latest. So we have the latest support for different watches, for iOS, for Apple watches, for Samsung watches, for Tizen watches, and all the other devices. So within version 3 we have full support for all of those. We have wearables as well, different versions. We have, as I said before, the PSD2 gateway. I think PSD2 will be the biggest single disruptor in the financial services market over the next 3 years. And today we're launching version 3, which has the PSD2 gateway built in. That's critical. They have traditionally fairly old, often complex and very large banking cores, so the transaction management system. And then they have customers, their bank customers and potentially new customers, who are demanding the very latest. They want all applications supported on smartphones and watches and things like that. So their fundamental challenge is integrating those together. So what we do and how we help the customers is we can slide out their applications, put in ours, bolt them in, connect them into the core and surface them in the apps. So the challenge is, usually it's not a technical challenge. We can usually implement internet banking and mobile banking within about 3 months for an average size bank, which is very, very fast. Often the challenge they have is more change management within the bank. So we're ready to go, but the bank has to understand what they're doing, understand their customers properly and what their customers expect. And the ones that can do that and implement it will be successful, and the ones that can't, over time, will lose their customers. We can integrate with as short as 3 months. So by the time you add some of the change management processes and testing, most projects end up being around about 6 to 9 months duration, which in the banking world for transformational projects is extremely fast. We believe we have probably the best or class-leading time to results, and that's because of the completeness of our application. We have everything is pre-built, so our apps are pre-built. The integration, the way in which we integrate with core banking systems is pre-built. We have pre-built integrations with over 20 core banking systems. So our implementation can be very fast. So the customers can spend their time and money in the user experience, customizing that to give exactly what they want for their customers. What we see is much more social banking. The ability to just send money to a contact that you got on Facebook or WhatsApp or in your contact list. So we see much more of that peer-to-peer payments, split and share. So we have a product called EbankIT, which is a bank launched within Facebook. So you can put in there, you can share costs. If you have a restaurant bill, you can share it with people, transfer money to people. So we see a lot of that. Advanced authentication as well. So we see, rather than having to even fingerprints, looking at facial recognition, voice recognition. So we see a lot of advancements there. And then generally, it's also keeping up with the different devices. The ability to to put one device down, pick up another one, transact more, do more. And the new bank customers are all going to be millennials, and these individuals, they have little time, they don't want to learn anything, they're going to pick up an app and they want it to do everything they could possibly want in the simplest way. So voice integration, for example, speak to it, send €10 to my colleague, things like that.